Well, good Monday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods here on this Victory Monday. I just want to savor it. I just want to enjoy this for a few minutes here. It's beautiful outside because, you know, the time is changing when the sun comes up and stuff. And so the sun is just peeping through. I'm up early so we can get ready to go to the red brick house. And after we've had so much rain the past week, I guess it's washed down all the pollution and things like that. The skies and the outdoor, the lighting just looks incredible. It's just so clear. It's beautiful. The temperature outside is going to be about 80 today, but it's a crispness in the air. It feels like football. And then, of course, you wake up to the Dallas Cowboys having the biggest win over Bill Belichick that has ever happened. 38-3. And now we got to get ready to take on the San Francisco 49ers on the road. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys and to you, the fans out there. I remember one time when the San Francisco 49ers came to AT&T Stadium, it was a sea of red. Because the problem with AT&T Stadium has always been, as Charles Haley has said, that Jerry Jones built a house for losers. Because everybody wanted to go to AT&T Stadium. If you were going to go on a road game, you wanted to see the Palace in Dallas. And so you would end up having with so many other fans of other teams. And, of course, the way the whole place is built, it's built for entertaining, not necessarily focusing only on the game, you know, because you've got like the concourses where, you know, the players come in and stuff. That's, you know, that's kind of underneath the ground there. It's great. The fans are happy. They're excited. They love seeing the players go through, but you're not really hearing them out in the stadium. You've got the huge screen, so the nosebleed seats are great because you can see that giant screen and everything else. You know, you look down to the field and it looks like the field is, you know, in low def. And, you know, if you're in the front row, you're also getting those dugout seats, which are expensive as could be. Those crazy rabid fans can't get down there low. You got the corporate heads and, you know, all the bigwigs and stuff. So, you know, the Cowboys never really enjoyed a home field advantage. But now they've won 10 games straight at AT&T. 10 games straight. That's great. And what that says is we need to not be on the road for 2 playoff games like we were last year. We need to be trying to go for that home field advantage. Now, I know what everybody's going to say. It was only Mac Jones and the New England Patriots. But they got dominated completely. Here's the thing about the Dallas Cowboys. When they're playing their game, they blow people out. They destroy them. We destroyed New England, who, mind you, gave a dogfight to the to the Eagles. That guy that we got, Bill Belichick told him to sit your ass down, threw 3 TD passes against the Eagles defense. That New York Jet team that we blew out, they had a chance in the end. They came back. Zach Wilson actually looked like a viable quarterback. In fact, he looked Aaron Rodgers-esque. And Kansas City had to hold on. We blew that team out. The New York Giants, well, we'll see what they got tonight against the Seattle Seahawks. But we've had dominating performances when we've been on our game. And when we're not, we look like some shit. But that's the NFL for you. And I dare say, who had the bigger win yesterday? Who looked more dominating yesterday? The Cowboys? That blew out? The Eagles going to overtime? Or San Francisco almost letting the Cardinals come back? I would say, not that I'm going to say that, what happened with the Cardinals, that maybe the Cardinals are a better team than people think. But that game yesterday, you look at San Francisco. San Francisco is supposed to be the dominant team. They're supposed to be blowing out everybody. Now, I'll say the Cowboys ended up being the better team yesterday. Now, we are 3.5 points underdog. 3.5 point underdogs. What we got to do, we got to be able to slow down Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey is the heart and soul of that offense. Yeah, this is a big week. Micah Parsons, we got a scare of Micah getting injured. You saw him limping on the sidelines, but he came back, finished the game. We don't have any word exactly what happened yet, how severe it may be, and so on. We know Zach Martin came out of the game late and things. Jerry Jones does not seem to be concerned about Zach Martin's ankle, but I think that was more precaution because we were up so big. And other than that, we are, for the most part, healthy. We'll see what happens with Tyron Smith. But I want to listen to Dak Prescott after the game last night going on here and see what the tone was like.
Just talk about how efficient the offense was, how important it was to get that last one in.
Yeah, I mean, pretty efficient. Still not to our standard, though, honestly. Having the red zone, as many opportunities we had in the red zone, having some field goals. I guess on that 1 4th down, we were on the fringe. Didn't convert on that. Still not up to our standard, but obviously it feels good to get a couple of red zone touchdowns. Had the one just barely outside of that to CD. So good to get a receiver a touchdown. A lot of good comes from it, and a lot of great comes from it when you win a game 38-3. So it's a lot easier to get better with a win like this and a score like that.
Is it important for the NFL statistics that CD at the 20-yard with the red zone, it had to be 19 and in on the field? A lot of us learned that.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not inside 20, it's not red zone, So, but honestly, going in this game, we told him that. Shadi actually told him that for you to score, it's going to have to be outside of the 20. And it's really just credit to their defense, their scheme, and them trying to take away the best players once you get inside the red zone. So he answered.
Dak, Ed Werder, ESPN. You guys, the last 3 years have been 9-1 coming off a loss in your next game. You're 9-1 and average 33 points a game. Those are both the best marks in the NFL. What is it about those situations that brings out, the best of you guys?
Yeah, we want to stay out of those situations. Much rather just be coming off of a win and going to get another win, but just allows us to refocus. A lot of those, I'm sure, in the last 3 seasons, from the top of my head, are humbling losses. Maybe games that we shouldn't have lost. Maybe games that we let get away from us at the end. And yeah, I mean, it's a reset thing. It's everybody coming in with a sharp focus, and it's what you expect when you have the leadership that we have, the coaches that we have with the experience that they've had. For us to lock in, really pay attention to who we are and what's the purpose of our mission. And don't want to say it's easy. It's never easy winning in this league, but when all the guys are locked in, focused on what they have to do, you get games like that.
Hey, Dak. Patrick Walker, DallasCowboys.com. Jake Ferguson, last 2 games, 12 catches for 125 receiving yards. Can you talk a little bit about his year 2 jump and just how strong you guys' chemistry are coming on this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise to me as a guy that loves the game of football. Not many people in that locker room love the game more than Ferg does. He shows it each and every day with his preparation, with the way that he approaches practice, with the extra time that he spends in the film working with Coach L-Dub. And, yeah, it's no surprise. It's no surprise, and it's only going to get better. He's a guy that has confidence through the roof. Obviously, he can throw into tight windows. He's going to come down with the catch. He may take a hit, and he's going to get up and let the guy know that it wasn't anything. You know what I mean? Very physical player, plays with a lot of energy, and he's really just scratching the surface to a long, successful career for him.
Dak, is Kevin Sherrington, Dallas Morning News, is the struggles, I don't know if I want to call it struggles or not, but in the red zone, is that a product of adjusting to this new Texas Coast offense, or is it just something else that's limiting you all at this point?
Something we've got to get better at. But we won 38-3, so I'm not going to sit here and
There you go.
harp on that, but that definitely gives us something to work on. Obviously, coming into this game, I talked about it about 2 weeks ago, even when we won the game, the last game here right against New York, that we could have been better in the red zone. So it's an area that we're going to continue to focus on. We're going to try to get better at it. And when we do, it's going to be dangerous.
Todd Archer with ESPN. On CD's touchdown, did you know Gonzalez was out, and were you attacking that guy specifically in that situation?
Yeah, well, I mean, we went into the timeout break because Gonzalez got hurt. Coming out of that, we had a great play design. Expected them to get into a shell look or, to play it soft. And, yeah, I was surprised to say the least when they just went man-to-man and allowed CD to be one-on-one and touchdown us.
You were in 13 personnel at that time, too. Did you think they were thinking, okay, they're just going to try and run it up there?
Yeah, I'm sure just tendencies. I'm sure that's what they're thinking, but I don't care what they were thinking. It was one-on-one CD. I'm taking that every time.
There you go. One-on-one.
Yeah, like Dak, kind of a two-parter. What's it like for you as a quarterback to watch, that whole sequence where Leighton scores and then quickly after that Duran scores? What's it like for you to watch that? And then also, what's it been like watching Duran kind of grow into the corner that he's become the last 2 years?
Yeah, that's a guy that works his tail off. Practices hard. One of the best players at practice. No matter what he's doing, whatever look he's trying to give, whether we're going against them ones-on-ones, he makes it tough for everybody. And he's a hell of a player, and obviously it's paying off here on Sundays. And had a great rookie year last year, coming to this year, and he hasn't missed a beat. He's only going to continue to get better. And yeah, just to sit back and watch the defense do that. It's awesome. It's awesome. Makes my job a lot easier. Trust me, I love to get out there and throw it over and over and be back and forth. But I sit back and I'll cross my legs and wait another 5-6 minutes or so, and for them to allow me to get on offense. But if they want to score, keep doing it.
Back to last year, Duran's training camp as a rookie. Did you see some of this even last year before he even got his opportunity when Jordan got hurt?
Yeah, for sure. I think when you look at DBs, you practice against DBs or play against them, it's the confidence. It's the guys that really take chances, and especially when they're younger and they're taking chances. They're trusting what they see. They're trusting their eyes, trusting what they're coached, and they're jumping routes. And he was doing that early in practice. He was doing that early in his time as a rookie. He got me a couple of times, and there was no hesitation in it. And that's where you say that's a guy that's eyes are in the right spot, believing what he's being coached, and playing off of instincts. So, yeah, I mean, hate to call somebody a natural because it sounds like they don't put in the work, but he's doing everything the right way, and he's only going to get better.
Can you talk about Zeke's homecoming? You got to see him yesterday, you saw him today, how they handled the tribute and all the like today.
He didn't see the tribute.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see him last night. Talked to him after the game. Didn't see him pregame. I'm sure he liked the tribute. I loved the tribute. Thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, we'll connect. We'll talk. I mean, it's as I told you, our relationship is much bigger than this game of football, and especially just this one game of him coming back. But pretty cool. Just of Jerry and the Cowboys obviously playing that video for him. Giving him the respect, the honor that he deserves. Great 7 years here. I wouldn't be the player that I am without him. We wouldn't have the success that we had over these 7 years without that guy. So, yeah, thankful for him. They need to play him more, but hey, that's who am I.
Nick Harris, DallasCowboys.com. How important was this win before the preparation to San Francisco? Just because you guys were able to go back to what you did so well in the first 2 weeks, and what kind of opportunity do you think the San Francisco game is for you?
Yeah, I mean, this is a week-by-week basis. This is the focus of this team. This week and everything in preparation this week had nothing to do with San Fran coming up. And now that we got this one out of the way, we focused. We did what we were supposed to do, what we wanted to do, capitalizing on our game plan. As you said, getting back to the things that worked, scoring early, allowing our defense to go hunt with the lead. Now it's about turning the page, studying the hell out of these guys, understanding who they've been, what this matchup's been the last couple of years. I've played them in the playoffs, understand it's a team that if we want to get to where we get, we've got to play them again come playoffs. So looking forward to the matchup and turn the page come tomorrow morning and come up with a great game plan.
Dak, what was the feeling leaving that locker room last January against those guys? No,
I mean, it's obvious. I mean, we're so far past that, to be honest with you, but that's obvious. I mean, You just want to piss me off going into this week, and I appreciate that. I do, actually.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Lost drive, you guys.
I mean, every day.
Piss me off. There you go.
Every day, Ty, every day. Thank you, guys. All right.
Piss Dak Prescott off today. Let's do that. Let's piss Dak Prescott off. Let's make that the thing that we do. All right, so before I get out of here, I've got to get ready to hit the road and stuff. I just want to revisit a few moments of ESPN where they were trashing my quarterback last week.
Concern in the minds of many, particularly Damian Woody, who was sitting right here, and he went off on the idea that if they're not playing well, their quarterback needs to lift them up.
But what happens when the opposing team is giving you that smoke as well and is forcing you, Dak Prescott, now you have to elevate your game. That's what didn't happen in this game, particularly in the red zone.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott was not able to elevate his game. That, to me, is a sign. Like, are you going to be able to elevate your game when teams are playing blow for blow with the Dallas Cowboys?
Really good point that he made.
I mean, he's not wrong. Yeah, they can't win. They go 1 for 5 in the red zone. I think blaming it on Dak is the way that we like to go all the time. There weren't a lot of open receivers in that situation. They were blitzing him, and he wasn't getting the protection he anticipated because of injuries. This is one of the plays that I saw in the red zone where it's a boot. You think you're going to get play action, you're going to get people wide open. He's rolling, looking for somebody. What do you expect someone to do in this situation? So the interception that he threw, you can't blame anybody other than Dak for that. But this right here, look, they're just blanketed. It's DBs everywhere and linebackers everywhere.
He's got to raise the level of everyone around him.
How do you raise that? I don't know.
How do you raise that?
What is it? So that was the big deal.
Yeah.
Is it the Cowboys in the red zone, and Rex brought it up yesterday, that the one thing that they seem to have taken out of Dak's game is his running with the ball, which obviously he did very effectively in college and early in his NFL career. And it seems since he got hurt, he does a good deal less of that. And Rex was suggesting they need to add that to the red zone offense for Dallas to get going.
I mean, what your job when you pay a quarterback a lot of money is to protect him, right? So if Dak's reluctant to use his legs in those situations, and they don't want to do, really organized quarterback runs out there for him, I don't have a problem with that. The problem I have is it felt like 2 or 3 years, everyone at this network and around the world was talking about Zeke being washed.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is the Dallas Cowboys miss Zeke right now. Right, last year he was 17 for 21 on 3rd and 4th down conversions, short yardage situations. In the red zone, when you have a hammer like Ezekiel Elliott, it can take a lot of pressure off of the quarterback. That's not the only thing that they miss. These guys have the personnel to go out and get guys open.
All right, we're gonna leave it right there. But we're going to leave it right there with that. So last week we were dead in the water. We missed Zeke Elliott. Zeke Elliott was not a good day for him yesterday. And the difference is, we got Zach Martin and we got Biotish back this week. And having your offensive line makes a difference. I will dare say more than they miss Zeke, they miss having their offensive line whole. Hopefully, the Cowboys were playing it safe with Tyron Smith, and maybe, just maybe, he's ready to go this week because you're going to need all hands on deck. With that being said, you know how we roll. We're going to get on out of here. We're going to be back at the Red Brick House this evening. We'll be watching the live stream of the game, and I hope you guys join us. Peace out.
Our coach here, as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the show as